Every time you go to the grocery store, you notice it. Milk costs more, eggs cost more, even your favorite snack suddenly feels expensive. And yet somehow, the people running the economy keep telling you this is normal. Even worse, they say it's actually good for you. So why does the system want your life to become more expensive every single year? Because once you understand the answer, you'll never look at money the same way again. Pattern interrupt. Think about this. If prices keep rising forever, does that mean your money is slowly dying? The invisible theft. Most people think inflation is random. It's not. Inflation is intentional. In fact, governments and central banks around the world actively target rising prices every single year. Not 0%, not stable prices. They want inflation, usually around 2% annually. That means your money is designed to lose value over time. Slowly, quietly, constantly. And here's the crazy part. The system depends on this happening. Why they want prices to rise. Imagine you want to buy a new laptop. If you think it'll cost more next year, you buy it today. Now multiply that behavior by millions of people. People spend money. Businesses make sales. Businesses hire workers. Workers spend money again. That loop is what keeps the economy alive. Economists call this a healthy cycle. But for regular people, it often feels like survival. This is exactly why I started tracking my real inflation rate instead of trusting the official numbers. I put together a free calculator that shows how much your lifestyle is actually costing you every year. Most people are shocked when they see the result. You can find it in the description below. Why you still feel broke. Here's the problem nobody talks about. This system only works if your paycheck rises faster than prices. But for years, that didn't happen. Rent exploded. Food exploded. Insurance exploded. Meanwhile, wages barely moved. So even when people got raises, they still felt stuck, like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. But if inflation hurts so much, why don't we just stop it completely? Because what happens next is even worse. The scarier monster. Most people think falling prices sound amazing. Cheaper food, cheaper gas, cheaper rent. What's the problem? The problem is something economists fear more than inflation. Deflation. Pattern interrupt. And deflation can destroy an economy frighteningly fast. The deflation spiral. Imagine you want a new phone, but you know it'll be cheaper next month. So you wait. Now millions of people do the same thing. Stores stop selling products. Companies lose money. Workers get fired. Those workers stop spending money, which forces businesses to cut prices even more. And suddenly, the entire economy starts collapsing in slow motion. This is called the deflationary spiral. And once it starts, it's incredibly hard to stop. Historical fear moment. This is one of the reasons the Great Depression became so catastrophic. Prices crashed. Spending stopped. Unemployment exploded. At one point, 1 out of every 4 Americans had no job. That's why governments are terrified of prices staying flat for too long. Secret about your money. So the system chooses what it sees as a less dangerous option, slowly making your money worth less every year. That's a hidden deal. Your savings lose value, so the economy can keep moving. And this is why wealthy people rarely leave large amounts of cash sitting in a normal savings account, because inflation quietly eats it alive. If you want to learn how people actually protect their money during inflation, I linked a beginner-friendly breakdown below. The real problem. But here's where things get frustrating. The official inflation numbers often don't match real life. The government measures inflation using a basket of goods. But your basket might look completely different. Maybe your rent jumped 20%. Maybe your groceries doubled. Maybe your insurance became ridiculous. So while the headlines say inflation is cooling, your life still feels expensive. Emotional payoff. And that's why so many people feel financially exhausted right now. They are working harder just to stay in the same place. The truth is, prices were never designed to stay the same. The system is built around movement, spending, borrowing, growth. And once you understand that, you stop waiting for things to go back to normal. Because they won't. High retention bridge. But there's one part of this system that's even more dangerous than inflation. And it's hiding inside your bank account right now. Watch this next video before your money loses even more value.